Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony 6 Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live free picks for today's card and today's show. Well, we'll have picks from Major League Baseball playoffs. 2 games today on the schedule. We welcome the NHL into the fray. 3 nationally televised games, one after another. You got to love it that way, the way they schedule the games here on opening day. You get 3 games in a row at all time zones as well. And of course, make sure you guys hit that like, that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. And, of course, the Cards will pick up even more tomorrow. NBA 2 weeks away from the start of the regular season. What's a long wait? I thought it was closer than that, but it's a longer wait there in the NBA. But anyway, we got a lot of baseball playoffs. And, of course, we thank Conference USA tomorrow. They used to do games on Tuesday. Now they're doing them on Wednesday and Thursday. So we'll have some college football there tomorrow. I was wondering where those Tuesday games were. Well, I guess they wanted to push it back a day or so.
Anyway. I think that's another week. I think we get Sunbelts on Tuesday.
Next week got some Tuesdays. Okay, so
1 week we'll have Tuesdays in there. One week today we'll have some Tuesdays in there on college football.
I'm waiting for the Monday night before Monday Night Football. That would be a good slot right there, right? Since we're playing games every day during the week, they might as well win before Monday Night Football.
Throw on Monday, right? Throw one in early.
Throw an early one.
That 4 p.m. Eastern, throw one in there.
4 o'clock, like it's 4 o'clock. It's a Bahama Bowl on a Monday.
Yeah, why
not? Bahama Bowl Monday, 4 o'clock.
I think they'd rather have that. This Conference USA Sun Belt might be a good idea. Just get a Monday one in there. Hit a double header. So the guys need their parlays for Monday night. That's what they need. They need 2 teams. All right. Of course, let's meet the cappers and get right to the fix. We don't mess around on the Tony 6 Morning Show. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much. Hey, congrats to the 2-finger deep nose picker, but for tripping, falling, getting back up, bumbling, but he still made his way into the end zone and scored the touchdown late. But man, I think the meme that's going all over is 2-finger deep. He was way in there. He was digging for a goal on the sideline. No. Crazy. Oh, it's bad because it's everywhere. It's everywhere this morning. That's what I woke up to. I'm flipping around. I'm like, look at this. He's like 2-finger deep in there, digging it. But hey, he got the win late. I don't know how. The usual Trevor Lawrence stumbled, bumbling, but he found his way into the end zone and got the win there. Craziness there in that game. And then, hey, shout out the Dodgers. What a battle that was until the Dodgers busted open, scored 4. And then Phillies had their chance to walk it off in the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, Dave Roberts handed him the game.
Yeah, totally.
Handed him the game. Yeah, let's bring in train wreck, right?
He tried to give it to the Phillies fans, but just fell short there on that one, 4-3, and no doubt with the Brew Crew. Woo! Who's stopping the Brew Crew train? Because they're just rolling along. Woo!
Yeah,
what a walk for the Cubs. I'd say that's getting a sweep. I don't see any snip for the Cubs coming back
down
there.
3-0 and just pound, just smashing it.
Yeah.
Like it was nothing.
Cubs were all like happy, I'm quite sure, going, 3-0. We got ourselves a lead, rolling along, bottom of the first, bam. No, 3-3. So much for that.
Kind of reminds me of the NFL. We see the wild card. Oh, these look like World Series. Nope. Then you see the teams on buys come in and say, "Oh, it's a different picture now." Totally different picture. The better teams are coming in now. There. Say hello to Chris. What's going on, Chris?
Oh, not much. Coming off a 1-1 day. Had the Jags. That was good. There, got a couple from the hit list. Suzuki with the Cubs getting one, and then William Contreras getting one from the Brewers. Like I said yesterday, I knew they were gonna have a field day with him. He didn't stay long, so anyway, it was a good day there. Otherwise, and just ready to get to it.
Yeah, I don't know if you got the news. Last year we made jokes here. The first day of training camp, Luka had an injury right off the bat. Right off the bat, it was an injury. And then we have our first training camp injury in the NBA, and it'll be a week-to-week for Ja Morant as he sprained an ankle in training camp. So that's the first injury in the NBA.
Yeah, stretch before practicing. Didn't stretch. Jumps right in there when you get up there. Some of those things you gotta. You got to jump on a bit and start going.
John looks to me like a guy with all speed, no brakes. Maybe he just goes hard in practice. He probably went too hard in practice.
He probably went too hard. Yeah,
he's one of those guys with all speed, no brakes. So first one in training camp injury there. And I saw week to week there, so that's pretty serious there. We'll see. Hopefully it happened early enough in camp. There's 2 weeks before the start of the season. We'll see how that progresses there. So Ja Morant with the sprained ankle. Sean, what's happening?
Preseason NBA, really? That's what we're talking about? Guy sprains his ankle, going to be out for a month. He's 25. Huh? Come on.
He plays pretty reckless, though. He's one of those, like I said, he's very fast on the court, and he doesn't slow down. So,
which is bizarre because 90% of players just take off day games after night game, but we're going to go 100% in day one of practice.
That's how he's wired, man. Sure.
Jaguars winner last night. Brew Crew got it done. I think the Brew Crew finishes up that series there. And they just keep winning these guys. No one's giving them a shot versus the Dodgers. I think listen, they gave Philly a little life, but that's over. That's serious. I said yesterday. I said the Phillies had to win that game. You can't go to LA down 0-2. Forget about it. It took you to the bottom of the ninth inning to finally start hitting in the series. Yeah, good luck.
Against a bad pitcher. That's the problem.
Dodgers, I mean, Dodgers Brewers. Here we go.
That's going to be a hell of a series.
Little money versus big money here.
Yeah,
so, should be a good series.
People thought this was the World Series. I heard people say Dodger Philly is going to be the World Series. I don't know. People haven't seen the Brewers play.
I get it because it's a bigger name and you had some nice matchups. So big, you got all the big sexy names. You got Ohtani, Schwarber, Turner, Betts. Whoever. Big name. It's Philly and the Dodgers. Who's giving the Brewers any respect?
No one. Woodruff is hurt too. See, that's the other thing too, is Woodruff got hurt. And I don't know what his status is going to be in the next series. A couple injuries. There's status hurt, Wu hurt for Seattle. So those are two injuries. We got to wait to see if they're going to be available in the next series there. So then it's interesting to see how that moves going forward.
Woodruff pitched anti-year anyway. They find a way.
Yeah, they find a way. Yep. That's why they're saying hard to win against the Yankees with the umpires. When we get to the Yankee game, that's one of my concerns too. Is a strike zone today in New York. We'll see how that rolls. Javon, what's happening?
Hey, good morning, fellas. Yeah, yesterday was a good day in terms of MLB, but NFL just keeps working me, man. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I don't know. I'm disappointed in you, but it is what it is, man. It's a new day, new goals. Let's get to it, man.
Let's get to it, indeed. Yeah, I had the Jags. I was a Jag supporter since when I saw them just in the start of the season. The speed on defense, but between the ears, there's still some growing to do. They take bad angles, they blow coverages, but for the most part, man, a very fast defense. As I said, the Jaguars are the most improved team in the NFL this year. They have their issues. There's no doubt about that, but they're kind of moving up the ranks of respectability now, and would definitely vie for a playoff berth, maybe wild card. Maybe a first-round exit. We'll see. But I think this team is definitely growing up. And you can see the difference in defense, kind of looking like those old Coughlin teams at some point. But, again, still some growth to do between the years. There's no doubt about that. So, and I think there's nothing but if you're a Jags fan, you got to feel good about your team. And the
team's
future.
got some heart. So that's
are there Jags fans out there? Like
there are. I know one.
Yeah.
I know
Damn.
one. Mills.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's the only one I know, by the way.
I know.
Yeah, I've never met one, but yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, there's a few out there. Not a whole lot. Yeah, I also had go ahead.
I think if you're Jay, like, is Mills from Florida? Like, is that his area? Like, how do you just,
no,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's from Long Beach. He's SoCal guy. So, yeah, I just.
How do you get wrapped up into the Jaguars?
Well, because there was no NFL team here for a long time in LA. That was the problem. There was no team to root for. There was no team here for 20 years. So there's an entire generation that had no team to root for.
See, but how
makes sense.
Was it really? Because I know the Raiders bounced around there a lot, like between there and Oakland.
Better than the Panthers.
Yeah, because of the Garrard teams, they were really good. They had good defenses back in the Coughlin. I could see people become fans of them during the Coughlin years. They were a very good team. They beat Pittsburgh on the road one year in a snow game when they can't win in the snow, and they went in there and beat Pittsburgh with Garrard, David Garrard. David Garrard was a pretty good quarterback back in the day, but they were definitely vying there. Yep, no doubt about that.
When did the Rams leave?
Oh goodness. Geez, I can't remember. Georgia, they were in Anaheim Stadium, and they went. I can't remember. It's years, several decades. Yeah, I don't have the exact numbers, but yep, that was bad management there. But yeah, I had a good day yesterday hitting the base. Yeah, again, like I said, Dave Roberts put his job on the line bringing in train wreck yesterday. I could tell you right now, if that went the other way, Sasaki is your closer. We talked about yesterday. Kershaw, if you need him in the sixth, starter, and then Sasaki. Don't screw it up. Don't screw it up, Dave. Don't screw it up, Roberts.
How do you love Society? The guy's pitched 2 innings since May. Well, now he's got 3 innings under his belt. He was trash until May, and then he came back in September. He had 2 outings where he struck out 4 guys in 2 innings, and all of a sudden that's the guy.
That's the guy for the closers. That's the guy.
He's going to be
and now you screw up with his head because I thought I'm the closer. I'm supposed to come in the ninth. Why are you bringing in Trainwreck, a guy with an ERA over 5? And that I mean, again, everybody here in LA is just trashing Roberts. I mean, like, you can't believe they want him out, even if they want.
This kid's going to be like the guy on Arizona. Remember Arizona when he came in?
Oh yeah.
Kim, whatever, just give him like home runs in the 10th inning. That's what the Sasaki kid's going to do.
He hasn't done it yet. And he was,
but that's why Roberts didn't bring him in, because you had a 4-0. It was a 4-1 lead.
2 games in September.
But he had a 4-1 lead, so he's trying to save his arm. He knows that you got some tough games ahead. You got to face the Brew Crew for a whole series. You want to save that. So you're up 4-1
just in case. Just in case we win, you got to be ready. Just in case.
Yep. That's what Dave Roberts does, though. He's like, just in case you're going to win, we got to keep it fresh. Because he knows you still have a bunch of bigger games up. You got a 3-run lead. You can throw out the bad guy, give him a little bit of a short rope, and that's what they did. He got himself. It was 4-3. He was like, oh, this might have made a mistake. Quick, get him out of there. And out came Sasaki, and he closed the deal.
Yep.
It was like Roberts is like, oh, I almost got it burnt there.
This is the word in LA right here. Fire Roberts. Even in a victory, if you put the team in a position to lose when you made that move. Well, I don't know what he was thinking. Yep, a lot of people are not happy with Roberts.
You're going to get on Roberts for 1 game. I mean, how do you compare him to Boone?
But it's a big game, though. You lose this one, people are thinking, hey, we're just trying to get 2 home dates. We want to win in 4. I want to lose this game, win, and get 2 home dates. We don't have to give refunds to the season ticket holders if we play 4. So that's how they look at that. All right, let's get to it, guys. Baseball here. We have elimination game here. Blue Jays and Yankees. Keep an eye on the strike zone. That's just saying. Yankees here, $1.58, total 7.5. Mariners and Tigers. Seattle favored on the road. Seattle favored, $1.37, total 7.5. And in these games here, of course, we got Gilbert and Flaherty, Seattle, Detroit, Bieber and Rodon, Toronto and New York. 39% chance of course, 39% chance of rain in Detroit. Wind blowing out 13 miles per hour. So there's your report there. In New York, we got swirling winds, 11 miles per hour. Of course, it's right to left to help that short fence there. So there's your weather report. We start with Rod.
Yeah, from here, looking at this one, hey, the Tigers head home. Series tied 1-1. Good old Flaherty on the bump for the Tigers going. But you got Logan Gilbert on the inside for Seattle, and hey, he's not been so good on the road. For Seattle, you look what he's been doing in his away games, 3-4 with a 4.88 ERA is Logan Gilbert out on the road. Flaherty at home, hey, he's not bad. Still got that 4 ERA, but hey, look what he did in his lone playoff game. Sub 2 ERA, 1.93. And what has he done coming into these playoffs over the last month, heading into the playoffs? 2.37 ERA. So he's been serviceable for this Detroit squad at home. With the Tigers here in this one to take advantage of Seattle and Logan Gilbert and company. I think that hometown crowd, if you get the Tigers up with a lead, just like the Blue Jays did, you get that hometown crowd are rocking, the buildings are rocking, you take the momentum, give the Tigers the plus money to get the win here in that one. And then give me the over in the Blue Jays game. We've seen plenty of runs in that one. We know both bullpens are absolutely trash. And, as Tony said, the wind's blowing in the right direction to see plenty of offense again. Give me the over, Toronto and New York.
Yeah, from Rod, move on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to take the over in the Mariners-Tigers game there. Both these teams are very familiar with the opposing pitcher. Both of them give up a ton of runs. So I'm going to take over 7.5 there. I think they can get to Flaherty. I think they can get to Gilbert. So give me that. And then I know it's Toronto on the road here, but I'm not stepping in front of Toronto. Give me them on the money line. Give it to me with the over. I like over 7.5, even if it comes from most of the Blue Jays here. They've got a really good history against Rodon. Bieber's going to give up some stuff as well. So, give me the over and give me the Blue Jays on the money line.
There we go from Chris. Move on over to Sean.
This Seattle line at 135, I like the Mariners in this spot. Cal's been hitting, J-Rod. Paleka, you got the middle of your lineup hitting here versus Flannery comes in kind of poorly. I know he had a nice start in the playoffs, but Cleveland again, first or second worst hitting team in baseball category wise. You go through it. It's Seattle's not that team. I'm gonna go Seattle run line here. If they win, it'll be by a couple runs. So I'll go run line, which is plus. Give me 2 seconds here, or 3, 4, 5 seconds. Plus 130. There we go. Plus 130. Seattle. Definitely over. And like Chris said, over in Toronto. If Toronto is going to win this, you got to win one here in New York. So you're going to be your dog here at plus 130. Schlittler's on the hill tomorrow. That dude's off, a 15K game? They're going to be another 130, 140 dog tomorrow as well. So I'll take them in a double back-to-back situation. So sign me up there with the Jays. And, again, the over as well. We've seen a lot of hitting.
Well, if the Jays win, there's no Schlittler tomorrow. So we'll see how that rolls there.
Yeah, but that's I look at it as I think they're going to win this series.
Yeah.
You'll be getting plus money both games.
Mm-hmm. Got
it's a winner either way.
It's a winner either one. That's right. So they go 1-1 in these two games. Toronto goes 1-1. They make money. They go 1-0. They make more money. That's how it's playing it. On over, Javon.
I guess I'll be the first one to take the under here in the Blue Jays and Yankees game. I guess the big elephant in the room, obvious, the Toronto Blue Jays and their offensive explosion, right, in the last two games. But I think such performance is unlikely to be repeated in the playoffs. I mean, this is the playoffs where strategy and pitching, those are the two words that you like to use in the playoffs, and they prevail. I think you can go ahead and mow down one pitcher, but if you think you're just going to come through and mow down a whole team's starting pitching, it just doesn't happen in the playoffs like that. I'm going to go contrarian. I'm going to take the under. I think Carlos Rodon with a 3.09 ERA, Shane Bieber with a 3.57 ERA. That's just the combination. That's what we need. Really, you guys said a couple of things there. The Yankees bullpen is one not to be trusted, right? I think if anything, we can take the under first 5 innings. What is it? Under 4.5. I believe it's heavily juiced at minus 144, heavily juiced for reason. Maybe we just go that. And same thing for the Seattle and Detroit game. Thunderstorms expected all day in Detroit. It's ugly. All season, if you look at Detroit and Mariners, I would just say those are two teams that you can't trust offensively. And just based off of that, I'm going to go with the under as well. So give me the under in both games.
There from Javon there. I tell you what I think of some of these games here. In that first one here, Detroit game. Detroit's not hitting the playoffs. Just a $186 in their 5 playoff games. Although this will be their first home game, believe it or not, in the playoffs. They had to play all 3 on the road. So this is their first home game in the playoffs. Seattle, like we said, they hate hitting that ballpark. We get the Seattle at the road, 259. Gilbert has passed 4 starts, ERA of 2.5. Flaherty has not had a good good ERA at home in his 17 home starts, ERA over 4. Mariners bullpen in the better month-long form. I'm gonna look at Seattle on this one. I just think their bats. I trust their bats more on the road than I do at home. And again, someone made a comment in the comments there about who's gonna start, who's gonna go in for Flaherty. Well, I'm not a big fan of. I don't trust Finnegan whatsoever. So some of those guys in the bullpen for Detroit, I really don't have a lot of faith in. So I'll trust Seattle there. I like the price with Toronto. They have been bashing lefties. They've seen Rodon like 3 or 4 times this year. So this is not a first time they've seen Rodon. When you look at the Blue Jays, 284 against lefty starters. They pounded Fried, and they just pounded Fried there. They've hit 392 in this series. The Yankees bullpen has been terrible in the playoffs this year. The Yankees bullpen area of 9 in their 5 playoff games. Toronto on the road against these elite teams with a 540 to 620 win percentage. They returned 7.5 units. So I'll look at the only thing that concerns me is that strike zone. That's the one thing that concerns me. They could shrink it for Toronto, widen it for the Yankees. They're taking a page out of David Stern's book. They already took a page out of Stern's book by giving the Dodgers a day off on Monday. So I'm a little concerned here about that. They're widening that strike zone. Hey, we'd like to have a game. We'd like to have a game 4. We don't want to have to refund season ticket holders. You know how that goes. They want those home dates. So we don't. And those playoff tickets are expensive. They're pre-sold, by the way. So if they don't play them, they got to refund the money. I like Toronto, but that's what's in my mind right now. is the scam, that little stuff with the strikes. I've seen it all my life. I've seen that Yankee strike zone all my life. It shrinks for the opponents. It widens for the Yankees. The Yankees never get those corner calls. So the goal for Toronto is just swing, man. Don't take pitches because they're going to be called strikes. Just swing. And the way they're hitting, there you go.
But see, if Boone doesn't hit that home run, he's on the Savannah Bananas, right? So in 2003, he hit that home run, and that's what he was known for. If he doesn't hit that, well, we know we've seen him on the Savannah Bananas.
There we go. Savannah Bananas, maybe the next. Next stop, Savannah Bananas.
Next spot, yeah, manager of the Savannah Bananas coming up.
He'll join. He can manage Lance Lynn. He'll be the manager.
They didn't fire him when he missed the playoff a couple years ago. They're not firing him for making the playoffs. How you firing a guy? He didn't have Garrett Cole. You can't fire him.
He survived. He survived. Let me tell you, he would have never survived as the father. Steinbrenner.
No, he would have never started. He never would have survived Steinbrenner. He would have been long gone. He would have been the opposite.
It would have never survived. Oh yeah, first of all, a Yankee fan agrees with the strike zone.
it would be a totally different team if he was running the thing. So they might have won one in the last 5 years.
Yeah,
that's true.
Really, right? I mean, they're not going to bring in McMahon to play third base like they did, or like J.D. Davis off the scrap heap when the A's DFA'd him last year. No, they'd have Alonso playing first base for them. They would have, you know what I'm saying? Like they would have went out and got Naylor from Arizona instead of having him on Seattle. That's who they would have swore. He's going to go out and spend money. The old guy.
Yep.
Shout out to Mets though. Congratulations for having the highest payroll and not making the playoffs. Beating your old record. I think it was in 2023. They did the same thing. The highest payroll and didn't make the playoffs. Set another record.
No pitching.
Good job, Mets.
No
pitching. The pitching stinks. That's how the manager survived. The pitching stunk. Oh yeah, they're still.
Well, Soto's got our back. He'll get us going. Hey, what happened to that guy? He'll be the next monthly payment every year for the next 15.
There you go. Yeah, Yankees lose. They lose a lot. You lose a lot of audience when the Yankees lose too. So there's no doubt that's true. But again, it's just they don't have to refund those tickets for Game 4. That's what's on the mind right now. All right, we move over to the NHL. We start the league tonight with a triple header. We get 3 games. We got Blackhawks, Panthers. Panthers big favorites here, 280 total. Why would you put the Blackhawks against the Panthers? Come on, guys. Come on, give us a competitive game. We got a $3 favorite here, total 5.5. Pittsburgh at the Rangers. We see the Rangers 219, total 6. You got to stay up late to see a close game, probably, I guess. Here, Avalanche and Kings. Avs $1.08, total 5.5. Rod.
And for me here in these ones, you know what? I'm going to take a shot here with Chicago. The Panthers are coming in dealing with some injuries. Kachuk is out. Their other big guy on the power play is out. Nochek is out. So Panthers limping into the start of the season. Chicago's got to sit there and go through the banner raising. I love the Chicago's top 4 on their power play defensively. They got picked up the Brock from the Islanders on defense, so now he's paired with Cale Makar. And then you've got another duo on the second power play unit on Chicago. So they've got some depth. Don't count out the Chicago squad at that big plus price. Panthers dealing with some injuries. I know everybody's all like, Panthers could beat them like Mr. West says, one hand tied behind their back. I don't know about that. Man. I really don't think so. I'm going to take the Blackhawks here on the money line. It's worth a shot there.
Yes.
And the Rangers laying minus 220? No chance. Can't do that one either. I'm going to take the Rangers in the first period. I think they come out. They want that hometown crowd. They got to get a good start to this game. And they've whooped the Penguins in 5 straight first periods. You get a nice little plus 120 on your price there. So give me the New York Rangers first period plus 120.
New coach
and the night game. And the night game, it's like I don't. All I hear is everybody's all over Colorado, right? It's like I wanted to get there with a premium because Colorado's got some pretty good depth. They got to be in their bonnet. They want to play some pretty good hockey, but they're dealing with goalie injuries right off the back. Who's starting for Colorado? Blackwood dealing with an injury. He's day-to-day, so which means you put in Wedgwood. Well, you either get good Wedgwood or you get getting Wedgie. So Either way, but you look what the Kings did last year. You cannot forget they were 33-9 at home last season. For this Los Angeles Kings squad, so home cooking was great for the Kings. Kind of lean to an under, but I don't want to take an under in a Colorado Avalanche game. So these are tough games to start it off, especially at the coin flip price. I have to lean to the Kings.
A juiced 130, that 5.5 in LA.
In LA, right? Yeah. So it's with Colorado games, it's tough. I would lean to an over.
Kings defense the Kings defense sucks though.
I would lean to an over, but
I dive into a little hockey sometimes. I'll maybe put out like 80 to 100 hockey games for the year.
A little. That's pretty dead. Digging pretty deep.
80 games. That's like
that's
one. Good. I mean, they're gonna play 80 games each team.
It's one a day. It's about one a day. It's about one a day. That's true.
It's limited. But like the Chicago play here, like I'm 100%. Like I see, here comes the banner, and we're bringing out the rings. Bro, I mean, you're giving me 250 on the other side. And if that's right, Chicago plus 2.5 goals is plus 117. Somebody has up here. I'm taking that. 2 goals is plus 117. Is that correct? Or is that a parlay?
That might be correct, man. Especially out of 300 favor, at least the plus 1.5. Let's see. I'm just trying to see, pull up a number. Plus 1.5 on that game is probably some pretty good plus money, I would think.
Plus 1.5 is. It's minus 112. So there's no way.
There's no way you're getting plus 2.5.
That's got to be a parlay or some crap for plus 117. And even that looks weird. I know. I guess that would make sense because the Rangers are a big 220 favor or whatever.
Oh yeah, Rangers money line Chicago plus 2.5 gives you plus 117 with that 2 team. Or if you want to take the Rangers in the money, yeah, but I don't want to lay that with the Rangers.
The Rangers have a new coach, right? The Rangers have a new coach. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they picked up some guys from Vancouver. You got JT Miller in there, but JT Miller not 100% coming into this game. So Canucks dance guy, everybody knows that guy. They've added a few pieces, but the Rangers have always fell short. Shesterkin had a bad season last year, but I think he has a better one this year. They just had a new baby last year. At the start of the season, basically, they popped out a new baby. He missed a bunch of time. He's trying to. If you ever have a new kid, you know what it's like at home trying to deal with a new baby. You get your time off to rest and relax after coming off a road trip, and you come back home and you got a crying baby at 3 years old or at 3 months old. Man, your hands are full.
Yeah, they don't make as much. They can't hire nannies. They don't make as much money. If you look at David's contract, that's all they paid him.
That's all he wanted.
That's all he wanted?
That's all he wanted. Yeah, he said because he took the reduced rate, like the Crosby, so he can put some guys in around him.
The hometown discount.
The hometown discount. He wants to come for the Oilers, so that's his biggest thing. He's like, I'm not going to be. I'll give you guys 3 more years to put some people around me. Basically, you've got 3 years. You've got this year and the next 2 to build a team, add some guys in depth to win him a cup. Otherwise, he's gone. But I still think in 3 years he's gone anyways.
Yeah, after 3 years. Yeah, because I was surprised on that.
3 years after you see this, you got to trade him. You have to trade him to get something back for him for going forward in the future of the Oilers organization. Does he retire? A possibility, especially if they win a cup or 2. He might stick around. But if he doesn't, he's gone. I'm telling you, after 3 years, he'll be like, I'm out. I want a cup. I need a cup for his legacy. That's why he
just being the king. Yeah, just being the Kings in the playoff isn't going to do it.
But then also he's also a guy that looks at the bigger picture. He could have come in and said, "Hey, I want $20 million. You just paid Kirill $17 million a year," and he goes, "I'm better than that guy." And he could have come in and picked his number at 18, 19, $20 million a year, and the Oilers would have had to pay it because he could have walked. But he wants a cup. It's not about money for him anymore.
And also, too, he's probably positioned himself for a front office job at the end of his career. And that's what guys like that do.
It's also, exactly. So it's like, you just think of what he would have done to the league-wise if all of a sudden he takes $20 million.
Yeah.
Now the next guy up is you're just going to get even more guys wanting more money. And now that he's taking a discount, he's like, hey, come on, guys, stop being so freaking greedy.
I think a general manager is in his future, because that's what he'll say. Hey, look at my, when he's trying to negotiate with players, hey, look what I did. I took less to win, so he can say that he got a story to tell, right?
And he just waited. He just walked in and said, give me this 2 years. And of course the Oilers GM Bowman was like, what? That's all you want? Okay, all right, come on in. I'll get that worked up for you right now. Done.
Yep.
And he did it. It was all his doing. There was no discussion of money until he just walked in and said, hey, let's do this. And the guy in the middle, his agent, called up Stan Bowman and said, hey, this is what he's looking for. Stan Bowman was like, what? That's it?
All right, we're in there. Let's do it tonight. Let's do it.
Yeah, and then boom, all of a sudden he was signed before the season starts. So
yeah,
that's out of the way.
So the drama's over there. Anything, Chris, in NHL?
No.
Nothing for you. Sorry. Anything? Sean gave you anything, Javon, in NHL?
Yeah, I think I'll take the over in the Colorado and LA game. I believe the additions of Brock Nelson and who else did they add? I just had it. Brock Nelson and Brent Burns, two big bodies there for Colorado. I think that's exactly what the doctor ordered there for Colorado, man, to match up with McKinnon and the fast skates over there. So I think they can chip in a few against even Kemper, the best of them, and I can't trust Wedgwood in goal. So I think the Kings can sneak a few past him. Give me the over 5.5 with the easy play.
There you go from Javon. Of course, Rod, we said last year Blake was the fall guy last year for the Kings. What do you think they did in the front office?
I think they're all right. As I said, I don't know if he took a fall or he took the fall as the scapegoat for the Kings, but he wanted out. He wanted his kids were getting up to that age where he wanted to be hanging around with his kids a lot more than what he was. So I like what they've done. I think the Kings will still be a scrappy, competitive team. They've got lots of young depth players, picking up defensively a little bit from last year. But look at that home record. They do the same thing that they did at home again this year. They'll be contenders for a playoff spot again.
There you go from Rod. All right, we got you the sports coverage for today. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment, where the Cappers give it a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. We start there with Rod.
And for me, two-teamer, we're going to take the Detroit Tigers on the money line and throw in the Blackhawks on the money line. A couple dogs for you. Two-team dog parlay.
Two-team dogs from Rod. All right, we move on over to Chris.
We'll give you a couple here. Take the over and Blue Jays, Yankees. Take paired up with the Blue Jays money line there to get it done tonight. And then your home run prop of the day is going to be Alejandro Kirk from the Blue Jays. That guy's been hot, little bitty guy there. So take him. I think he's sitting somewhere around 500.
There we go from Chris. Move on over to Sean.
All right, I'm adding them to the bottom, but I'll just say them now. Seattle run line plus 130. And then we'll go over the Yanks 7.5, 84 and 67 plus 23.80. Yesterday we split. We did have the Brewers getting it done there, and Phillies, although they were plus money, so we split it out. But there you go, two baseball. There you go.
Now, Mr. Whiskers, if you want to send Sean a Bronny jersey, just get a hold of him on Twitter. They got his address and mailing address. He wants you to wear a Bronny jersey.
So what's the next? Is the next? LeBron's doing the decision part two. Is it him and Bronny both retiring at the end of the season, or just him retiring?
I would think it would be both, right? Maybe so. We'll see.
Imagine if we're both going to retire this year. Me and my son. This MFer is going to hold a press conference, say he's retiring, and hold the whole show on ESPN for a half hour.
Hey, if they give him the platform, take it, right? You just that's again, they give him the platform, they're going to take it. Move on over to Javon.
Yeah, I don't have a parlay. There's just not enough really there today. But I think my strongest play of the day would be the under first 5 innings, 4.5 runs in the Yankees and Blue Jays. Heavily juiced. I think you can lay the juice and get your money.
There we go here from Javon. I'm going to give you a college football. Give me Bama laying the 3 on the road against Missouri. Bama's played a tougher schedule. They got that one in Georgia, blew out to Wisconsin at home, and they are getting really good quarterback play. The Tigers 0-2 to the spread, facing teams with the good defensive teams that allow 310 yards per game or fewer. Missouri just hasn't played the schedule that the Alabama has, so I'll take Alabama there to cover on the road. It's an early start. It's not a night start. It's a 12 noon start, which I think helps the road team, so you're not going to have everyone liquored up in those night games.
On that one? 4?
3.
3.
Down to 3, yeah.
Oh,
everybody jumped right on.
Everybody jumped over a field goal on Mizzou for sure. Yeah, of course they did.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in a bye week, and
Yeah.
whole
job over a field goal. All right, woo, pile on.
Yeah, the early money there on Missouri there, but I'm going to go against it. I'm going to take Alabama here just based on schedule strength, and again, Tigers facing a real defense. So we'll see what happens there. They just seem to come up short. They just seem to come up short again games like this. They're one of those good SEC teams, but they never reach that elite status. I just don't see them getting there.
No, see that.
That's how I look at it. All right. We got you through our parlay peripheral segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. We're giving you guys our free plays, but hit the link in the description. You get on over there to find our site, Tony'sPicks.com. All of our cappers are on there with our best bets and more. So check it out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Let me see if of course I got the wrong screen up here. Let me hit this one here. Show this tab instead. There we go. We can show the right tab. There you go. We're ready to roll here with our premium plays for Tuesday's card. Best bets and more with documented records showcasing our top performers. Let's take a look, see what Rod's got for sale. Rod had a great year in 2024, doing it again here in 2025. Great results from Rod for the year. What you got for sale, Rod?
And for me, one play. My MLB play of the day is available there. Hey, we've been rolling along hot the last month. The year's been good to us. Looking to continue that. It's the time of year. So I got one play today. So grab that one. And then when we win that one, join me for something even longer term. Hey, hockey's right starting today. I got nothing, no premium wise hockey. Gonna jump to it. I was leaning to the Avs, but that's just in LA. I don't want to go against the Kings at home. So not on day one. I don't want to do that. I like what the Avs have done, adding a few pieces, but I need to see how they roll there before I start putting in some NHL plays for you. We want winners, so I definitely just don't want to. I have a bar that's set up a little higher, so. After that play, hey, we got lots of sports action. College football's back tomorrow. NFL's back Thursday. So loaded week. Jump aboard something long term, 3 days, 7 day, 30 day. Hey, that 30 day gets you right on through the start of the NBA as well. So definitely jump aboard. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper. Promotional, can't go wrong with that. Having 2 cappers putting money in your pocket. But jump aboard long term and let's continue stacking the units.
Yes, stacked units here with Rod over at Tony's Picks. You can see the great results from Rod. Green across the screen here on Rod. You leave the sports coverage where he's doing great here. Of course, did it as well in 2024. Long-term subscriptions, hey, that 7-day pass, you guys like that early in the week. A lot of coverage here with that, with MLB playoffs, NFL, college football, hockey coming up later from Rod. So get on board. Promo code TonyT to save that 15%. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. See what Chris has for sale. Chris, what you got?
Guys, you guys one play in the MLB tonight. Best bet, nothing else. But yeah, how about something long-term, short-term? We got NBA coming up here soon. You guys know I cover that. Cover college football, NFL. So I'll have all those. You can hop on 3 day, 7 day, whatever you want to do. Could hop on a month if you want to. A lot of action about to start up here for me, and do that. 2-for-1 capper. 2 people put money in your pocket makes a lot of sense. Tell you guys that every morning I'm here. So let 2 people go to work for you. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save you the 15%. And yeah, let's just try to continue doing well here.
That's right. Get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. You can see he's got his walk-off play today for tonight. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit amount purchased is credit back to your account. That's profit guaranteed. Get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's take a seat, roll here, see what's Sean has for sale right now at Tony's Picks. Sean, amongst the unit leaders here this year, 3,952 units of profit. This is all based on a $100 unit wager size. Sean, what's for sale?
A little MLB for today, and probably get up some college football for later in the week. I got a bunch of games loaded up. What do we got? 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 games. A lot of college, man.
57 this week from FBS versus FBS. 57 games.
I like a bunch of college football this week. Got some NFL up as well early. You know, we got some few NFL games with a lot of college footies. So I'm a guy you want to get on board with a weekly, monthly. Pair me up, though, because I'm not going to be jumping into hockey or NBA, both feet in the deep end to start the season, that's for sure. College basketball is one thing, but NBA and NHL, limited any others. But you get plenty of football from me, so there's that.
A lot of football from Sean, guys. So get on board. You know, this is the 1 day pass, but this is where you want to get the long-term subscription, 7 day pass, 3 day pass. You get access to all these plays. Sean likes to play these games early in NFL and college football. He's had success doing that, knows how to do it. He's been doing it for several decades. So get on board here with Sean on the long-term subscriptions. Get those early plays, because these plays, if the line moves, there's line movement, you're not going to see them in packages. So now's the time to get them before the line moves with Sean over at Tony's Picks. All
Thanks
right,
for aging me several decades. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Experience matters in this industry. It certainly does. Javon, what you got for sale?
Yeah, right now I just have 2 plays posted. I need to turn both of those into a package. I'll end up making one of them my MLB best bet. The other is going to be a total. But if you guys listened in, man, it's free game. So just go ahead and hit the rewind button on this video and you guys can go ahead and get those for free, man. Just like Sean, you know, it's I know it's to each its own, but I'm gonna start pumping out heavy volume, because it's one of those things where you sit there week after week and you enter in maybe 9 or 10 games, and the other 7 that you wish you would have entered are all the ones that go money. And so it's one of those things where instead of just being scary about it, man, we're just gonna go full throttle. And so I can see myself just like Sean here in the next 2 days having well over 20 plus plays put up with college football and NFL. Just because solely that's what I wish I would have did last week, you know, and we don't want to make that mistake twice. So let's get these winners. Let's get to it, man. Just like I said yesterday, man, we're here to work, and that's the goal. So use Tony T promo code checkout, save 15%, and let's get to it.
Yeah, do it, Javon. Over at Tony's Picks, long-term subscriptions, the way to roll. Keep an eye on those 1 day passes coming up there. As Javon ready to roll here on a Tuesday. All right, guys, over at Tony's Picks.
Let me just say,
go ahead.
Because I was saying, you know, you see my bio, whether it be football or baseball. Javon just mentioned a lot of games. I put a lot of games out. It's not like you're going full tilt on every single game when there's
Exactly.
a bunch of stuff. You know, you see the cappers on the site. Some guys put out 3 games. You want to be limited, and when I say limited, I mean you want to just go heavier on a couple. You got guys for that. You like action? You could roll the dice with other people where you're going to have a bunch of games and flat bet and kind of just ease your way through. And you know, you like one of the games I have, or Javon or Chris Rod, whoever. You like that a little more. You're already on that. You want to put a little more on. That's fine, but you can't just go woo and pile up every single game. Can't do that.
Bankroll management.
Bankroll management. Spread it out. You know, don't bet over your head. Spread it out there. So there you go.
I just bet whatever fits my system. So one day I might have 3, one day I might have 12. Yeah. It just depends. I stick with it. Even if I'm on a losing streak, I stick with what's working.
You have to, Rod. You have to. So, I think John's like, I didn't do that late. You have to. I have 4 games in NFL. I got 15 in college football. Some days I might have 6 in college football. I might have 2. You can't pick. You start picking and choosing, and then you're you're.
And then you get yourself in trouble because you're like, fuck, I'm losing. So then you're like, okay, I'm going to scale back and go, I'm going to put like 2 in or just 1 in. And it's like, sometimes you scale back and then you pick the wrong one. And you're like, man, should have picked that one. So then it's like, I just find the ones that hit my system. I put a bar up here and I go, these are the ones that they have to hit this. And they got to be above this bar. And if they hit above this bar on my system, I'm putting them in. If they don't, then it most likely be not going in. But you set your bar here where you want your play to be, and if it fits those parameters, then put it in. And then so like some days, I could have 12. Some days I could have. Wait till college basketball rolls around. Just see what happens.
Exactly.
I think I had. What do we do? 600 and something bets. Over 600 bets last year just in college basketball alone. Woo. So So, and you see what we did numbers wise. If it fits my system, I'm putting it in.
Yep. Yep, no doubt about that, guys. So, guys,
and Colorado just missed my system. It's about right here. So it's I just couldn't get there. It's teetering where I'm leaning Colorado was going to be my play of the day, but I just couldn't get there. It's right on the cusp.
There you go. System is the way to roll, guys. Reminder, guys, so with here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, Tony's Picks Morning Show. We got a YouTube channel full of content for you, so check it out. Just type Tony's Picks in YouTube. You'll find my compilation videos up here as well. All of our compilation videos are up here on the top of the screen. 2-3 Zone comes back tomorrow as the ladies hit the court again tomorrow. Chris's MLB prop. All our props are here on the second shelf here. We got the Chris's home run hit list up there. NFL, college football, MLB, fight picks up there, all the videos. We got to move the NHL back up to the top, up. Again, we got NHL up there for you guys. So lots of great content over on the Tony Picks YouTube channel. Check it out, subscribe. And of course, if you miss any of our live shows, just hit the live tab. You'll find them there with our live shows here. We also have our night moves, Prince of Darkness, Ramon, and DeAndre going game by game with you. I think they also did an NFL opening line show as well in there. So check it out. Lots of great content on the Night Move show. 2:30 a.m. Eastern time. Great for you guys on the East Coast to wake up to something to watch. Well, you got a full rundown with Night Moves. 2:30 a.m. Eastern time. Archives on the channel. So once you wake up, you guys on the East Coast Central Time Zone, maybe even the Mountain Time Zone, you can get something. You got something to watch there in the mornings. So check it out. The Night Moves. They're specifically tailored for you guys in the Eastern and Central Time Zones for some morning coverage there. Happy Hour with Rod, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Get all the changes, goalie changes, lineup changes, pitching changes, you name it. That's covered there on the Happy Hour. You see Rod, you see Ryan in there. You also see some of the other cappers from
Ron
the morning
agrees.
show.
Look at his head. He's agreeing.
Yeah, Ron is agreeing. Very agreeable Ron. We got agreeable Ron up there with him.
Agreeable Ron is up.
Hey, we actually finally got Brian to talk a little bit there too. There you go.
Yes.
Got him in there. But yeah, we got some great content there, guys. Check it out, the YouTube channel. We are our top. I got an email from YouTube saying, congratulations, you're a top 10 uploader on YouTube. So we're a top 10 uploader, Rod. That's what
nice.
I got that award from YouTube the other day. So,
nice.
Yes.
Well, don't worry, we got 2,600 more hockey videos coming.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the top 5% pretty soon.
and then NBA's right around the corner, so we'll be uploading those too. So lots more content.
Lots more coming, guys.
Woo. Throw some of those in there too.
Oh yeah, that's right. So there you go, guys. So a lot of great content. We are a top 10% uploader. So a lot of great content here. Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Hit like, subscribe. All right, that'll do it. Any closing thoughts from anyone before we close it out?
Nah, man. Taco Tuesday. Make it a winning one.
Absolutely.
LeBron's
tackle the book Tuesday. You tackle the bookie. And you
LeBron, what did you say?
I said LeBron's decision is probably to go back to Cleveland, finish his career there. That's what my guess is.
Yeah,
I like it.
Either
that or switching to T-Mobile. I don't really know. When nobody cares, probably. But either way, that's my guess. I would say because I think Luka's taking over the Lakers. I think he's
so he's going to come in the week before the season start and demand a trade.
I mean, it's LeBron. You know what I mean? Worst case, he retires. I mean, you know what I mean?
It's Luka with slow ball, and it's LeBron with slow ball. It's a perfect match. Old man, slow ball. Come on, they're going to ball out.
I don't know. At this point, anything is possible. It's all for the dramatics. It's all for the build-up. And
I like it.
He's going to happen. I'll be tuning into it to see just because I need to check on my son if he retires because he's going to have to take a day off from work. But anyway, I don't know. That's just anything's possible. I think he goes back to Cleveland. It would be the way he wants to end it. Definitely farewell tour he's going to try to do, but it's going to be a day-to-day tour as we know with LeBron James.
Yeah. And he may just stay in the league until he gets the Vegas franchise when he gets this, because I think that's who he's trying to. He's trying to get that Las Vegas team, and I think they're going to move to Las Vegas and Seattle when they do the expansion. So I think he's going to stay in the league until they expand to Vegas and he's awarded the team. Then he'll retire. I think because you don't want to retire and then of course you're out of the spotlight. You're out of the spotlight, right? So you can keep the spotlight on you by staying in the league, and that helps his chances into getting that franchise in Vegas. So.
But if he retires, he can sneak in behind in the back of things and get that same franchise. I think he retires. I really do. I don't see him doing a farewell tour. I think this is it. He's done. I think he tried to. I think he got in the grind and started doing it and going, man, am I really want to go grind another season here? I don't think so. I think he got into it and doing it.
I think the only motivation at this point is to get that Vegas franchise.
Yeah, so I think this is it. I think he announces the retirement and steps out of the way.
Yeah, Bron Vegas.
I really
That's
do.
it. Bron Vegas.
So.
Then I think the sooner the better. We're not too far away from the NBA announcing the expansion, because
I don't think Cleveland wants him to come over to drag down that team. I just don't.
We need Seattle back, man. We need that back for sure.
Seattle's coming back for sure. That fan base is energized.
Awesome, yeah.
Energized fan base over there. So Seattle and Vegas.
Oklahoma, that championship belongs here.
That's right. Yeah, I know. That's gonna piss off. That's right. Kevin Durant had 1 year in Seattle. People forget about that. Yeah. He had 1 year in Seattle and they moved. But yeah, they're going to get to Seattle. That's what they're going to want to do. The sooner the better. The sooner they make this, because remember, the owners' wallets are going to padded with millions of dollars because that expansion fee all goes to the owners' pockets. By the way, when they expand, you got to pay $2 billion for a franchise now. All that their cut goes right in their wallets. So you better believe they want to expand. You better believe. All right, that'll do it here for the show, guys. Anyway, goodbye, guys. You guys making a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Six Morning Show.